I want to make a parallel to today. You say, Pastor, that's not true. That's lies. That's lies, Pastor. They didn't run everything in Germany. I want to make a parallel to today. It's no different in America right now. It's no different in most developed nations right now. You say, Pastor, they wasn't running things in Germany. Just look at it today. They're running things in America. You see? Pastor, what you talking about? Yeah. They are overrepresented in America, and they control America. What you mean, Pastor? They control our banks. You see? Go back to the first slide. It might have been a slide over there. Go back. Look at that. Jacob Rothschild. My family's worth $500 trillion. We own nearly every central bank in the world. Remember, the central banks are the banks in those nations that lend money to nations, whether it's in America, Mexico, Canada, Australia, Great Britain. The only nations that don't have central banks are the nations that we're trying to go to war with right now. Pastor, they didn't own the banks in Germany. They own the banks in America and most other developed nations. Next slide, please. One of the Rothschild heirs, he said this: I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England to rule the empire on which the sun never sets. The man who controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply. It's not about who's in office. It's not about who's elected. It's who controls the money that matters. When they were developing our three-branch government with the judicial and the Congress and the president, they did something that was called the separation and the balance of powers. And that was to keep America from falling into a king-queen monarchical system that they left under Great Britain. That's why they separated. It was a checks and balance system. President got too strong, the courts could step in. The courts got too strong, Congress could step in, and vice versa. The three branches of government. But a lot of people felt that Congress was always the strongest. Why? Because Congress always had, they would say, the power of the purse. Whoever paying for it, that's the one that's the boss. You see? And America knew that. But I'm going to tell you, Congress ain't got the power of the purse no more. The Federal Reserve got the power of the purse. The bankers got the power of the purse. The Rothschilds got the power of the purse. You say Germany ain't own all that. The Edomites didn't own all that in Germany. They didn't control Germany. They wasn't overrepresented. Just look today. It's happening in America right now. You know? America fighting blacks when we not even their enemy. You see? They control the media. Skip the next slide and go to the next one. Yes, whether it's CBS, CNN, NBC, Bloomberg, wherever you look, New York Times, Washington Post, wherever you look, they own the media. Pastor, they didn't own the media in Germany in the early 1900s. They own it in America now. Wherever they go, they follow the protocols. They go after the banks. They go after the media. They go after the school. It's a formula. And you'll see it. Why did Germany go to war? The great stab in the back. And they had lost control of their own country. You see? Yes. Music companies, movie companies. Yes, they control professional sports in America as well. Whether you look at the NFL, you can just flash through that pretty quickly. Keep going. Look, that's Edomites. That's Ashkenazis. Oh, well, I had more pictures than that, but hey, God, hallelujah. Yeah, keep on going through that. Yeah, all your favorite teams. All your favorite teams. Come on, keep going. Look at that, the Eagles. Come on. Who are these people? The Redskins. Who are these people? It ain't black people. Hey, God. Yeah, the Dolphins. Watch this. Come on, keep on going. Now stop right there. Not only in football, but in basketball too. They control the banks. They control the media, TV and news. They control the professional sports teams. Hey, God, you can look at that quickly or pause it next time you come back and do your research, but you'll see that. And they not only control that, they control the American government. Keep on going. Look at that. This is another Rothschild. Look what he says. He says, permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes the laws. Give me control of that money. I don't care who is making any laws. Let them cross me and watch me tank this economy. I bet they get their mind right. They're going to go to war with whoever I want them to go to war with. They're going to pass laws, any law that I require. Let them play with me. They control the government. You see? Look, I got a quote by Ariel Sharon. It's a little bit back. Can you go to the next slide? Let me see. Okay, it might be back. It's one that is Ariel Sharon. He was a prime minister in Great Britain. There we go. Ooh, y'all doing good. Watch this. Look what Ariel Sharon, prime minister of Israel back in the day. Watch this now, ministers. Watch this, Marcus. Watch this, Deacon. Look, J. Malvo. He said, every time we do something, you tell me America will do this and we'll do that. He said, I want to tell you something very clear. Don't worry about American pressure on Israel. We, the so-called Jewish people, we control America. And America knows it. You say, man, they control Germany. Pastor, you lying. They didn't control Germany. Case in point, look at our current country. They controlling our current country just like they control Germany. But Germany went to war to settle it. You see? I'm going to show y'all this sister, Cynthia McKinney. You saw it a little bit. Sister McKinney came out. Deacon Bennett, she came out. And she shared with the world something that the world didn't know. When our congressmen, whether senators or House of Representatives, when they go to Washington, they got to sign a pledge. They got to sign a loyalty oath. And it's not a loyalty oath to America. It's a loyalty oath to Israel. All of you representatives you vote in office that's supposed to represent your particular district and your nation and your city and your state, They ain't signing no oath to represent you. They signed an oath to represent Israel. And the sister came out. She got elected and she went up there and they gave her this call to pledge allegiance to Israel. The sister said, nah, I ain't signing that. You see? Look at that. During Cynthia McKinney's years in Congress, she stated, candidates from both the House and the Senate were requested to sign pledges of support for Israel, documents in which the candidate promised to vote to provide consistent levels of economic aid to the Zionist state. Refusal to sign the pledge meant no funding for the candidate's campaign. Bam. Look it up yourself. You want to know who Edom is? Find out who's in charge. You want to know who's in charge? Follow the money. You see? Cynthia McKinney. And guess what? She didn't sign it. She come up for re-election. She lost. No money, baby. Flip to the next slide. Google it. They control America. Flip to the next slide. Dear Congress, I pledge allegiance to Israel or the United States. Pick one. Because there is no country where people are legitimately supporting and running that country but pledge allegiance to another country. That's foolishness. That's confusion. Go ahead. Flip to the next slide. That's Congresswoman Omar. No coincidence and no relation. That's her last name. Ilhan Omar. She come out lately, she said, nah, like Cynthia, I ain't signing that. Man, they run that woman's name through the mud. Told her she was anti-Semitic, told her that she was this and she was that. Huh? Let me see the next slide. That's AOC, Congresswoman Cortez. She said she ain't signing either. These women of color, they stepping up. Where the men at? Where the men of color at? These women of color, they black, brown, they stepping up. Now, we ain't signing that. There's no righteousness. There's no justice in that. You know? Let me show you the other one. Hey, God. Hey, God. This sister right here, I got her name. Hold on. She said, I ain't signing either. They call them the squad. You see what I'm saying? They said they ain't signing either. That's Congresswoman Tlaib. She said, I ain't signing that either. You see? And it's coming out in the news. This thing was hitting on the ground. You say, no, Pastor, they didn't control Germany. They control America. Why wouldn't they control Germany? Next slide, please. That's Congresswoman Omar, her tweet, where she tweeted when they was saying that she was anti-this and anti-that. Hey, God. And in her tweet, she said, our democracy is built on debate, Congresswoman. I should not be expected to have allegiance, pledge support to a foreign country in order to serve my country in Congress or to serve on committee. I have not mischaracterized our relationship with Israel. I have questioned it. And that has been clear from my end. She says later on down, I am told every day that I am anti-American if I am not pro-Israel. Isn't that power? That's power. She says, I find that to be problematic, and I am not alone. I just happen to be willing to speak up on it and to open myself to attacks. These women right here, they ain't scared. What she say is more of us in Congress that know that this wrong, but they ain't saying nothing. They just signed the card, man. Loving their office more than their loyalty to the nation of America. They all signing a Democrat and Republican. And at the end of the day, they just two different wings on the same bird. Israel running them both. You see?